Okay, this video is about perfect square trinomials. And perfect square trinomials basically are when you factor out the quadratic, you end up with two binomials that happen to be the same thing, so you combine them up to make one binomial squared. So that said, let's go ahead and see what this looks like. So we have example number 1, and we end up with this guy right here, and we say, well, there's nothing that we can pull out of this because each term has nothing in common, so therefore, let's try factoring. So I say, what two numbers multiply to 4 and add to 4? Well, only one choice, 2 and 2. So, like we practice in class, is that we would go x, we set our parentheses up here, and we'd have the x's in front, and we'd go plus 2 and plus 2. Now, when we have a perfect square trinomial, this means is that each one of these guys right here are the same. And so, just like, for example, and I'm going to write in the upper left-hand corner here, is that if we had x times x, that would give us an x squared. And so, that means is that if we have, looking down here, if we have x plus 2 times x plus 2, that means is that at the end of the day, we're going to have an x plus 2 squared. And this is the way that we want to go ahead and leave our answer. Okay. Now, perfect square trinomials also might require some heavy lifting factoring because in this case, we can't bring something out because there's nothing in common with a 4, a 12, and a 9. We do have the leading coefficient of 4, so that means is that we need to rewrite this so we can go ahead and factor it nicer. I'm going to multiply 4 times 9, and that's going to give me x squared minus 12 plus 36. Oops, 36. So now I ask myself this question. What two numbers multiply to 36 and add to a negative 12? So those numbers are a negative 6 and a negative 6. So now I'm going to bring this down, and I say x, oops, not x quite yet, x minus 6 and x minus 6. However, since at the very beginning we multiplied 4 times 9, steps that we did in class mean that we have to go ahead and divide back in the 4. Like so, okay? And we need to reduce that fraction. So 6 over 4 is going to reduce down to, we got x minus 3 over 2 and x minus 3 over 2. So now, since 2 cannot go into 3 evenly, we take the 2 and we're going to put it out in front like we practiced. And the 2 over here, we put it out in front. So we're going to get 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. So again, we have matching binomials, which means is that we want to go ahead and write them as 1 because that may serve greater purposes later on, and we could benefit from that form as the class progresses. So that means is that 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3 is going to give us 2x minus 3 squared. And so we want to leave it quite like this. So that's how we go ahead and write perfect square trinomials in their final form. So again, that's how you do that, and thank you for watching.